In World War One, lots of new inventions were developed so that they could make the warfare much more brutal. First of all, rifles were developed, and this weapon could kill someone 1,400 meters away and fire about 15 rounds per minute. And next was machine gun, and machine gun was able to kill someone large amount of people, and it required about 4 to 6 men to operate, and also required a flat surface to run. However, it had about firepower of 100 guns. Next was gases. The German army was first to use chlorine gas in a battle, and chlorine gas caused burning sensation in the throat and the chest, and death is very painful because you suffocate while you die. The problem with chlorine gas was, though, that the weather had to be light and there couldn't be any wind, because otherwise a wind could possibly carry the chlorine gas that you exposed onto the enemy back to your side and backfire your plans. Also, there were mustard gas, which was one of the deadliest weapons that were developed during World War One, and this colorless gas could cause uh, about a blistering skin, vomiting, sore eyes, internal external bleeding, and death can take up to 5 weeks. Next was tank. Tanks were first used for the first time in this war, and it was first used in Battle of Somme. They were developed to cope with Western Front, and the first tank was called Little Willie and needed 3 people to operate, and it only ran 3 miles per hour, unable to cross trenches. So it was basically useless. However, they later developed a tank that could run 4 miles per hour, carry 10 people, and also cross trenches. Then they developed fighting planes that carried machine guns, sometimes cannons, and armed with um, bombs, so that they could drop bombs and also chase other planes and shoot them down in a dogfight. Next, submarines were developed so that they could torpedo supply ships and other armed ships sometimes, so that they could get an advantage in navy battles. Uh, for example, Germans torpedoed passenger liner called Lusitania on May 1st, 1915, which was one of the events that caused America to come into the World War One. Thank you for listening, and this is it.